call me. Call now. 844-949-5600 or Google OnGroundLending.com. The most Long Beach police could soon have civilians responding to nonviolent incidents instead of sworn officers.
Under the proposed program, 16 new civilians would be hired to join the Long Beach Police Department.
Overview of what they're going to be doing is handling our lower priority calls, which will allow our police officers to be able to handle the calls that are more appropriate for an armed or a trained police officer that's of a higher priority or higher level of investigation.
Long Beach Police Commander Ryan LeBaron tells KNX this does not devalue or reduce the need for their sworn police officers in any way.
They are critical, and we anticipate that they are also going to appreciate the work of these new civilian employees because it alleviates some of the less priority calls, and it's going to reduce the volume of total calls that they have to do.
Margaret Carrero, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Californians with criminal records are having a tough time finding a place to live. Even with new laws, it should make it easier for them.
The Elevator Center for Human Rights tells KNX housing options are limited. Many ex-cons are at the landlords to conduct criminal background checks.
Have the money to pay for the housing and to just bring it strong. And if you can answer yes to those two questions, any day it takes the society.
The center's James King says the housing barriers that people with criminal records face are forcing them to live on the streets. He says more housing vouchers are needed to get ex-felons into permanent homes, as well as workforce training and re-entry into society support. Karen Adams, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Spanish is killing 7 people and wounding dozens more during a 4th of July parade in suburban Chicago has pleaded not guilty. CBS's Nancy Hardy says Robert Cremo appeared for a brief hearing in Lake County Circuit Court.
George Gomez represents Cremo's parents who were in the courtroom.
Obviously, they're still devastated by what had occurred on July 4th. However, it is their son, and they're trying to support Bobby Cremo III as much as possible.
The next court hearing is November 1st.
He's indicted on 117 counts, all of which include felony charges of murder and attempted murder. A new school policy on transgender students in Oklahoma is being closely watched.
Oklahoma Public Schools will now require students to provide a notarized affidavit attesting to their biological sex in order to participate in sports. The policy comes after Republican Governor Kevin Stitt signed a bill banning transgender women and girls from playing on women's and girls' sports teams.
CBS News correspondent Jim Krasula says the policy in Oklahoma applies to all public schools from kindergarten through college. An abandoned sea otter has been taken in by experts at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach. The puffboy was found in the Carmel by the Sea area and taken to Monterey Bay Aquarium in April. The staff there had hoped to pair him with a surrogate mother and eventually release him into the wild. That proved unsuccessful. In Long Beach, pup was with a dog daughter named Chloe, so he could activate to his new home. It is 12:41. We'll check traffic. We're going to check the slow driving 405 through the valley.
Here's the deal. I've had constipations with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating for years. I tried a lot of laxatives and fiber supplements, but my symptoms keep coming back.
You could have a chronic condition called irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach bowels, especially with bloody or black stool. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Regrow your own natural hair with Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatments backed by the Advanced Hair Guarantee. Get a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts by calling 844-333-HAIR, advancedhair.com.
Guy in his Jeep transmission fluid.
Seriously? A dealership just checked the brakes.
We all know how it can be to go to the wrong place for car repair. I can't believe that engine light is on again. So don't risk it. Take your car to the experts at AMCO. AA MCO. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free. Restrictions, limitations, and exclusions may apply. See AMCO.com.
Do you have a tax problem with the IRS and owe more than $10,000? Have you been burned by a tax relief company that has promised you the world and still not resolved your tax issue? No need to worry, because help is on the way. Call Legal Tax Defense, the no-nonsense tax defense attorneys that can make your tax problem a thing of the past. Legal Tax Defense is the most trusted tax company in the nation, with an A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Our expert team of in-house tax attorneys and certified agents can protect you from wage garnishments, property seizures, and bank levies. And right now, during the pandemic COVID crisis, the government is offering a special emergency tax relief amnesty program that our experts can see if you qualify for. So, if you owe the IRS $10,000 or more, or want to see if you qualify for the COVID amnesty initiative, call now.
To qualify for the COVID tax forgiveness program, call now. 800-452-3719. That's 800-452-3719. This call is absolutely free, so call now. 800-452-3719. Again, 800-452-3719.
Think about your mother, your sister, your girlfriend. 1 in 6 women is a victim of sexual assault. Now think about your father, your brother, your best friend. Men are victims too. Rape can happen to anyone. This is Christina Ricci with RAIN, encouraging you to the National Sexual Assault Hotline to learn how to support someone you love. Call 1-800-656-HOPE or visit RAIN.org. That's RAINN.org.
Brought to you by Rain and this station.
KNX News is on 97.1 FM.
KNX traffic is on 97.1 FM.
Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station.
KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Everything you need, every time you listen.
12:45, I'm Bob Riddle. Stories coming up on KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Not just because of the drought. I'm Emily Valdez.
Walmart is cutting some 200 corporate jobs.
Still a very limited supply, monkeypox vaccine, but there is a pop-up clinic that's open here in Los Angeles County. I'm Craig Figner in West Hollywood.
Those stories in the next 15 minutes. And now, though, we're checking traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Tanya Campos.
Got a lot of lanes closed in the valley, and that's making for a slow drive on the 405 freeway heading northbound. This is from Sherman Way to Nordoff on that northbound side. The carpool and left 3 lanes are closed, and it's also the carpool and left 3 on the southbound side from Nordoff to Roscoe. So that 405 will be slightly delayed. You can use the 170, that's wide open. You need to get through the area a little quicker. There is some Caltrans work on the 10 freeway heading eastbound, and they did stop all lanes recently to move a crash. And that is cleared. You've still got the carpool and left 3 lanes closed on that eastbound 10 from Francisquito over to Pacific until 5 a.m. So a little bit of a delay through that area. We do have some slowdown on the northbound 57 from Lambert Road, and that stays busy all the way to Diamond Bar Boulevard. Full closure in Fountain Valley. The 405 north is closed at Brookhurst, and at Crush, the Orange Crush, you're going to see a connector closed on the southbound 5 to the westbound 22. That is causing some slowdown. Next report at 12:55. For reports more often, KNX News 97.1 FM. Temperatures staying warm for the next few days, 70s, 80s, and 90s. We're expecting dry conditions for now, but we could see a return of the monsoonal moisture as we head into late Thursday and Friday, and then again next week as well. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecast, I'm CBS 2 meteorologist Evelyn Taft, KNX News 97.1 FM.
In Long Beach, 67. Ontario, 73, and now 73 in New York City at 12:47. People in Burbank, or all their areas in LA County, will be banned from watering outdoors for 2 weeks in September.
Workers need to shut down a water supply from the Colorado River to the area to fix the leak. It's happening from September 6th to the 20th, according to the Metro Water District. We're still in the process of determining which communities will be affected by this shutdown. So Whenever we have a situation like this where we have to do a repair on a pipeline, we ask communities to look at what other water sources they might be able to use on a temporary basis.
Rebecca Kimmich, Water District spokesperson, says that includes reservoirs and underground water supplies.
Southern California as a whole will still be able to get water from the Colorado River. It's just part of this is determining which communities will be affected by this shutdown.
She says they'll know in about a week which other areas in LA County will also be part of the temporary outdoor watering ban. Emily Valdez, KNX News 97.1 FM.
LA County Department of Public Health estimates it currently has enough doses of monkeypox vaccine to last 7 to 10 days.
A pop-up clinic for monkeypox vaccine is open next door to the West Hollywood Public Library here on San Vicente Boulevard. Don't show up here first. Instead, go to the LA County Department of Public Health website. You'll be asked confidentially if you're in a high-risk group, if you need the protection.
Our eligibility criteria is gay or bisexual or transgender persons who had anonymous or multiple sex partners in the past 14 days. So either anonymous where you don't know anything or partners who you know 2 or more in the past 14 days.
Andrea Kim with the LA County Department of Public Health. 48,000 doses of monkeypox vaccine have been allocated to the agency, but they have to be shared with the public health departments in Long Beach and Pasadena. In West Hollywood, Craig Fickner, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Husband of Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is pleaded not guilty to charges that he was driving under the influence when he collided with an SUV in Napa County. The driver of that vehicle was hurt, although the extent of those injuries has not been made public. District Attorney Allison Haley defended the choice to make the counts against Pelosi misdemeanors.
We evaluated the matter, interviewed the victim, and compared it to other similarly situated cases and the kinds of injuries that he presents. Historically, we have filed those matters as misdemeanors, not as felonies.
And because it's the husband of the Speaker of the House, Haley says death threats have been coming in.
In the office, I've been receiving thousands of phone calls and emails. Staff have been told that they're going to hang from trees, and these are 80 of the most dedicated public servants in Napa County.
While Pelosi was not required to be in court, he will remain free and is under cognizance at least until his next court appearance in a few weeks. Head-on collision has claimed the lives of Indiana Congresswoman Jackie Walorski and 2 of her aides. It happened in Indiana. Telephone for Clark County says Walorski and the 2 others were in an SUV when another car crossed the center line. They slammed into them head-on. The driver in that car also died. She was elected to Congress in 2012 as top Republican on the House Ethics Committee and also served on the Ways and Means Committee. Jackie Walorski was 58 years old. It is 12:50. Second Mike, here's Larry Carlson.
Wall Street starts the day in the green for the week after a technology-driven rally yesterday wiped out 2 days of losses. Better than expected report on growth in U.S. service companies and more solid second quarter earnings reports brought buyers back into the market. Technology led the NASDAQ up 2.5%. Dow and S&P going more than 1%. Rising costs, loaded inventories, and weakening demand for general merchandise have Walmart cutting jobs. Sources say about 200 corporate-level jobs in merchandising and technology are eliminated. On the flip side, Walmart will add some jobs in areas including e-commerce, health and wellness, ed sales, and supply chain. The for sale sign may be going up at some rate. RPC USA confirms that it's the sale of the business which provides cable and internet service across country in the U.S. We talk to money at 20 and 50 after every hour. I'm Bloomberg Larry Thompson. On the California Deluxe Windows Money Desk, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Low resolution webcam. Not getting it done. More on that story. It's 12:51.
It might seem impossible, but there's a way you can hear your favorite teams, your favorite stations, favorite shows, music, and podcasts.
Just download the free Odyssey app.
They're always live on the free Odyssey app.
This is Jacob Emrani. If you've been in an accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
41%.